Welcome to the NFL 2020 Stadium Rankings, where we will be ranking all 30 NFL stadiums from worst to first. Starting with number 30, we've got FedEx Field, home of the Washington football team. This stadium is pretty old and is not even located in Washington, D.C., is overall of bad quality, enough to beat the worst stadium on our ranking in the NFL. It has a terrible game day environment with a lackluster fan base and a terrible team. And going on to number 29, we've got Bank of America Stadium, home of the Panthers. This stadium also is pretty lackluster and is just, a standard stadium with no real identifying characteristics. Moving on to number 28, we've got TIAA Bank Stadium, home of the Jaguars. This stadium also is lackluster and is not very nice. It does, however, have some nice pools which fans can watch the game from, but overall, this is just a pretty bad stadium. Number 27, we've got Arrowhead Stadium. Although this stadium is one of the most electric environments in the game, with crazy fans supporting a great team, Arrowhead Stadium lands low on this list because it's pretty much just a concrete ball and is very ugly, so we've decided to put it at number 27. Number 26, Nissan Stadium. This is just a lackluster stadium, home of the Titans. Doesn't really produce a great game day environment and is overall a pretty ugly stadium. Number 25, New Era Field, home to the Bills. This place also can get rocking like Arrowhead Stadium, but it's pretty small and is pretty ugly. So that's why it ranks number 25 on our list. Number 24, First Energy Stadium, home of the Browns. Similar to Nissan Stadium, this stadium is just kind of a lackluster stadium, just located on the river, and has no real great characteristics about it. Obviously, because it's the Browns, does not have a great game day environment. Number 23, Paul Brown Stadium, home of the Bengals. This is another stadium just like First Energy and Nissan. It's slightly nicer than them. That's why it's got the nod to 23. But no game day environment. It's just a stadium on a river. Pretty standard. No real identifying characteristics. Number 22, Ford Field. Now we're getting into the decent stadiums here. Home of the Lions. It's got a nice roof built not too long ago. And the one lackluster part of this stadium would be just, the lack of energy because of the team. But otherwise, this is a decent stadium with a roof, so it doesn't get too cold in the winter. Number 21, we've got M&T Bank Stadium, home of the Ravens. Again, there's just no real defining characteristics to this stadium, and that's why it's got the 21 spot. Number 20, Metlife Stadium, home of both the Giants and the Jets. This stadium's pretty much just a bowl as well. No real identifying characteristics either, but it is a decent stadium and holds two teams. Number 19, Heinz Field, located on the Allegheny River. This stadium is decently nice, but still has some flaws as it is kind of a concrete jungle with some outdated features, but could be a rocking environment on game day. Number 18, the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Despite having multiple renovations, I just don't see the huge amount of hype for this place. It's overall pretty ugly indoors, and it's just not a great stadium like some people think it is. Number 17, Lambeau Field. Another one that could really make people mad. Lambeau, I just don't buy into the hype for this one. I get it's a historical stadium and whatnot, but it's just not that nice. It's just a bowl, and a not very nice one at that, and the green color scheme is not great either with this stadium. Number 16, Soldier Field, home of the Bears. This is another good to decent stadium with a nice little press box area that makes it a little bit unique, located in Chicago, home of the Bears. Number 15, NRG Stadium, located in Houston, home to the Texans. This is a decent stadium to pretty nice. It's got a nice roof, which can make for a nice game day environment if the Texans are a good team. Number 14, we've got Lincoln Financial Field, located in the same parking lot as Citizens Bank Park. This stadium is a pretty good one. We're starting to get to the pretty good tier on the list, and is similar to some that we have coming up in just this middle to good tier. Number 13, Mile High Stadium, home of the Broncos, of course, is Mile High, and is a pretty nice stadium overall, but not good enough to crack the top 10 here. Number 12, Gillette Stadium, similar to Lincoln Financial, just a pretty good stadium, but nothing to write home about here. Number 11, Centurylink. This place can get as rocking as any stadium in the NFL, home to the Seahawks, and is a great stadium in Seattle. Number 10, University of Phoenix Stadium, home to the Cardinals. This is a very nice dome stadium where they use the transferable turf field, and it is nice that they have the retractable roof here as well. Number 9, we've got Raymond James Stadium, home to the Buccaneers. This stadium is very nice, has that nice pirate ship at the end zone, and is overall a pretty nice stadium. Number 8, Lucas Oil. This stadium is a beautiful domed one, home of the NFL Combine and the Colts. In Indianapolis, this is a great stadium, retractable roof, ticks all the boxes, and has some really nice architecture. At number 7, we've got Levi Stadium, home to the 49ers. This stadium is pretty nice in Santa Clara, California, and was recently built with a nice press box and an overall new and nice stadium here. Number 6, Hard Rock Stadium, just hosted the Super Bowl. It's a pretty nice stadium that just got a renovation. I love the spikes on it, and this is a really nice stadium in southern Florida. Number 5, SoFi Stadium. This one also might make a few people mad, but I just don't buy the hype of this place. I get it has that Oculus or whatever scoreboard in the middle that goes all the way around. It's $5 billion, and hosts 2 teams, but I don't really buy the hype of this place. It's really nice, so it gets the top 5 spot, new and whatnot, but it's just a nice stadium, and, in Inglewood, it would have been nice to put it closer to that downtown charm in LA. Number 4, AT&T Stadium. This is one of the biggest stadiums in the NFL in Dallas, Texas, or in Arlington, really, but home of the Dallas Cowboys. This stadium is very nice, retractable roof, and is one of the most rocking environments in the NFL. Next, we've got Mercedes-Benz Stadium, one of the recent flurry of new stadiums. Home of the Falcons. This is a very nice stadium with a unique roof and design on the outside. I love that silver, and this is a great stadium, home of the Falcons. Number 2, US Bank Stadium. I love the glass roof of this stadium and the architecture. This is home of the Vikings, and Minneapolis is overall a great indoor stadium. Number 1, we've got Allegiant Stadium, new this year, home of the Raiders. This place looks absolutely sick. Looks like the Death Star. Has a great view with that nice window into downtown Las Vegas and the Strip, and has that great torch, the retractable in and out turf. This stadium ticks all the boxes and is well deserving of number 1 on our rankings. Thank you for watching.